This menu just looks so low res and last gen. This is Game Informer's Test Chamber, everyone. I'm Andrew Reiner. Matt Miller's playing the game.
Hey, hey.
This is your first time. You're level 1. You're playing on Jason A. Striker's account. Hopefully he doesn't mind. And Daniel Tack is here as well.
How's it going, everyone?
Good. Daniel played a lot of the PC version, Miller a lot of the Xbox One one, and I'm just here to make really stupid comments and kind of direct their conversation. So let's get into a Last Titan Standing match. And we didn't jump right into the match right away. We wanted to show you connecting, all that stuff, how it all
it's throwing
handles.
us right in.
Yeah, there you go.
Must be the match already in process, so we're going to probably get to look at some the end of a round.
And this is the Xbox 360 version, which was delayed a couple of times and is finally out today.
Yeah, this is my first time seeing the Xbox 360 version. I played, like you said, a lot of the Xbox One, a good bit of the PC version, both of which look really beautiful. And, you know, already I can kind of see it's, as expected, not quite up to the same graphical standards of the games on either of those other systems.
With that said, I would say it still does look pretty nice.
Yeah.
Obviously, the lighting, I would say, is a big difference.
Mm-hmm. It looks like it's running smoothly, which is a big
That's
plus,
the most
I'd
important
say.
thing.
Yeah.
Oh, round loss. That's what we're coming in on.
All right, good
We'll
luck,
see how
Miller.
this goes.
And you haven't played in a couple weeks.
I have not played in a couple weeks, and I haven't played with this controller, but, you know, we'll see how it goes.
Well,
Oh, the old I haven't used this controller excuse. I
That's
thought
right.
I thought only I could use that one.
It's pretty close to the Xbox One controller, so that shouldn't be much of an excuse for me. Oh, we got a lot of us over here.
yeah, it does look pretty good.
I kind of wanted to play Last Titan Standing because there's a lot of ridiculous action going on in a Last Titan Standing match.
And the Xbox One version had a little bit of issues with keeping up with all the insanity. We'll see how this does here.
I better go get some shields back.
And Daniel, how much did you end up playing to the PC one? Did you go all the way through
quite
to
a
50?
bit, but so much stuff has come out in the last month that I've just been unable to really stick with it. Still definitely jumping on there for a couple hours now and then.
Is your plan to get all the way to 50?
That's my plan. I was actually hoping to do that really fast, but just, you know, other games.
There's a lot of games right now, that's for sure.
You're on your second playthrough of Darksiders. I see what's going on.
I'm actually on my third playthrough of Dark Souls.
Or Dark Souls. I said Dark Souls.
And I'll be streaming the next one.
So how's it control, Miller?
It's feeling good control-wise. Nothing all that different from what you'd expect on Xbox One. And like you said, I mean, the textures and the lighting stuff maybe doesn't look quite up to the standard that I'm used to on the next-gen system, but it seems to be running relatively smooth. It's maybe a little bit... you can tell the difference that the frame rate maybe isn't quite up to the same level as it was on Xbox One.
Yeah, you can tell, you know, obviously it's not going to be as pretty as it is on PC,
Yeah.
but it seems to be running, you know, pretty smoothly, which is impressive.
Right. Here's some guys. Get a lot of missiles on screen. See how that how it handles that.
And obviously, you know, Respawn developed the Xbox One version and the PC version, and this port is handled by Bluepoint Games. Obviously, they're using the assets, some of the assets, and you know, the design and all that stuff from Respawn. But yeah, they handled the port, and I'd say it looks like they did a pretty good job.
I definitely give them credit to turning this game onto on a 360. That's no easy task.
And it's Microsoft servers. You got to think. Hopefully, they have a lot of servers online for it for this version.
Oh, this guy's in trouble.
Good. I do want to see some of the on-foot stuff too, Miller.
All right, I'll hop out here in a little bit and let my Titan go auto.
Yeah, get this guy first.
Oh, there we go.
So all the talk of this being the next-gen game that you have to get, you know, for Xbox One, maybe not such a true statement anymore. It definitely looks like...
If I can get up on this guy.
Looks like it's
nope.
It's a pretty damn good game on Xbox 360.
I agree. I'm gonna be really interested to see how this performs for for people, if there's been a lot of people that have been waiting to play this and are going to now pick it up on 360. I think that's a big lingering question right now, and we'll just have to kind of wait and see. By the way, as you just saw, getting out of your Titan in Last Titan Standing, not necessarily the greatest idea, but
not usually the best idea.
I aim to please Daniel, and you want to see what it would look like outside of the Titan, and that's what we got.
And Respawn shot for 60 frames per second on the Xbox One and PC version. This one, according to a press release from Bluepoint, it's above 30, so it's not.
It's around 30, yeah. That's definitely what seems to be going on here. Hey, we're doing pretty good, by the way. Look at that. We took out the enemy Titans.
It looks consistent, and it doesn't seem to be affecting gameplay at all. So that's really important.
And I'm seeing here, Eurogamer did a test, and they're saying 46.5 frames per second is kind of what they found as the average, which is pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
And I have to wonder if all the maps and all that are the same. You'd have to think so.
Yeah, one question I have is, on the other maps, I wonder if things might get a little bit more complicated with the more units and stuff, since we don't have those in Last Titan Standing. On Attrition, you have all those waves of grunts and other such things that take up space.
Hey, Miller, you just wanted to jump out here and go take a look? All right, we're taking a look, as you can see, at an Attrition match. As Daniel said, there's going to be a lot of troops on the ground. We'll see if that number is the same, and if it is, how the game handles it. One thing we did before going into this match, we were able to lock, one of the new options is, or the only new option is to lock the frame rate at 30. So we turned that on, and we'll just see how that performance holds up. And I'm going to throw the mic over to our video producer, Jason A. Striker.
Oh, hey.
You booted this game up for us. Was there any install or anything like that?
Yeah, that was something I was concerned about, with all these like compressed textures and whatnot, if there was going to be like a mandatory install. It didn't prompt me for like a traditional hard drive install, but there was something weird. It said optimizing HD content, and there was a progress bar, and it lasted a good like 5, 6, 7 minutes or something like that. So there might be some sort of mandatory install, but they mask it with that. It doesn't take very long.
Gotcha. And how's it playing now, Miller?
It feels pretty good. It's maybe a little... I'm noticing more now that I'm on foot compared to that last match where we were doing Last Titan Standing. I think here I'm noticing more the frame rate difference.
Where you're more fleet-footed and...
Yeah, I'm moving a lot faster now. And you can just tell. But I think you'd agree. I mean, it is running generally pretty well, all things considered, given all of the things that this game does from a technical perspective and all the crazy amounts of stuff that is on screen at any given time. I think I gotta give it some credit.
Yeah, they didn't have to make the Titans like 6 feet tall.
No, they did not. And this has traditionally been one of the maps that I think, from a technical perspective, is sometimes a little bit challenging. Like from a technical side, like that you see more kind of technical problems on this map, and so it's a good test for us.
And we had no problems finding matches. Looks like there's a lot of people playing. Some people with some ridiculous levels already. Saw one at 29.
There are already people.
But the game, to that point, the game did kind of leak early, as was the case with the Xbox One version. So people have been playing for days. That looks pretty good. Whoa.
Oh, that was a little bit janky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can definitely see the frame rate here.
Yeah.
So we're going to wrap up this episode here, but final takeaway thoughts here, guys. Daniel?
I think it's an, if you're still playing on 360, this is it looks good. It looks as good as it's going to get. I can't believe it runs on it and it looks clean.
Yeah, I would say this is a game that you should play. You know what I'm saying? Like, if this is your only way to do it, it's maybe your least strong option of how you're going to be able to play it, but it would give you the chance to see what all the people are talking about. There doesn't seem like there's any major feature set things that aren't in place here.
Yes.
So, you know.
And yeah, just maintaining that core gameplay experience seems to have been done pretty well.
Yeah.
And that's the most important thing, I think. And obviously it looks great on the other versions, but it is Titanfall. You are getting largely the Titanfall experience here.
Oh, this guy's not going to like me.
And we're not going to show you if Miller makes it or not in this. Thanks for watching, everyone. See you next time.